Okay, so I have three swords energy. These are all representative of you. And I do feel that coming in for this month, especially, there is a decision that you really should make, okay? And I do feel that whatever you decide to do, the decision itself, whatever you decide to do, it is the outcome of for it looks very promising. So I don't want you to have too much anxiety and worries over this decision. It seems like it's very transformative, and it's very like it seems like a big financial decision as well. It could be financially related. It could be, taking a job, or, deciding between two jobs. It could also be deciding between two work environments, or at the same time, two people, okay? Whatever you decide to do, we have the Magician here as the outcome. So I do feel that it is in your favor. So whatever you decide to do, have the confidence that it will be okay. You're choosing basically between like two very good options, or even multiple very good options. So as long as you take initiative to make a decision, I feel that you're going to be okay. So just have that faith, and have that reassurance that everything will work out to the best of to your benefit. Okay, so don't stress over it too much. What I'm also sensing here is within the past, and I saw this for last month as well, finances might have been like very shaky for a lot of you, okay? And it's unfortunate because we do have three Pentacles card. They are all in the reverse positions. So a lot of you are like trying to sort out this financial, I wouldn't even say crisis. I do feel that it is a financial lack, and it is an ongoing thing. So you're kind of like not sure where to go, not sure where to turn, and you have a lot of plans in the works, but because your financial situation might have been very shaky, you don't know how to proceed with those plans, okay? So a lot of ideas, a lot of new, I guess, like new things that you want to try out have been kind of like taken the back seat, just because you need financial backing in order to get them off the ground. And at the same time, you need financial stability in your life in order to like in order for you to stop worrying, in order for you to focus on things that have a little more longevity, okay? So it's kind of like getting out of your rut that is tied in with finances. And in the midst of it, you're going to feel like it's hard to find your way out. But I would say that if you've done everything within your power, and this financial situation or things keeps cycling back in, I would definitely have to say that change your outlook when it comes to money, okay? I know we need money to survive, but for some people, money is seen as like a status symbol. Money is like really tied up with their ego. So for some people, I'm talking like generally, not just for Geminis, but for everybody involved, okay? So a lot of people compensate for their lack of love in relationships, or lack of time that they're spending with their kids, by giving them money, okay? So in that situation, I would say, like, change your outlook when it comes to money. Money is a means to an end, and not an end in itself, and money can only go so far. So, don't pursue it for the sake of it. As long as you have enough to survive, you'll be okay. And then it's really time to like really simplify, declutter your life. I do feel like this card in the upright position is a very, very good card. It does indicate like love and completion, and also like happiness and financial abundance as well. In the reverse position, if you look at this card compared to everything else, it looks very chaotic, okay? It looks like there are a lot of things happening. There are a lot of pieces that are like thrown around, and it's just time to declutter, okay? Get down to the basics and really clean out, declutter your life, declutter your physical environment, declutter the people that are no longer suitable to be in your life as well. So I do feel that it is a cleansing process, and try to do this in May as well. And I do feel that if you do it like during the second half of this month, it is Mercury in retrograde, so it's actually a good time for you to clean out your closet, clean out things that you can get rid of, and try to like really simplify, get back to the basics, have that type of mentality when you approach the rest of this year, okay? At the same time, I know that a lot of you feel like you're in a like constant stream of bad luck as well. I do feel that things are definitely looking up for you, okay? So for those who are going through this and are not sure when, this energy will lift, I do feel it is going to happen for this month, okay? So I would like to walk through like the things you can do in order, but I do want to assure you that you have the Magician here. You have the Magician next to the Emperor. These are very powerful karmic cards, okay? So this indicates to me that karma is lifting, and it's also like getting divine intervention. Like you're getting the green light from your physical environment. You're getting the green light from people. You're getting like your luck is picking up, and it's mainly because you took positive steps towards going out and searching for opportunities. So for those of you who have been doing that, you are getting like a very good reward and a very good outcome from it, okay? If you haven't been doing that, I would strongly advise you to start doing it for this month, mainly because this energy, these two cards together are very potent for manifestation. This is manifestation, and this allows the whatever it is that you want to manifest to take hold and take root and blossom. Okay, so you're getting a lot of help from external sources, from the universe. So make sure you cultivate this well, and that you don't let this opportunity just pass you by, because it might not come around until another it might not come around, I believe, until like another period in which the sun is also in an air sign. So while it's in your air sign, towards the end of this month, we are approaching your the sun will be in your constellation. So it is very important for you the last 2 weeks of this month, despite the Mercury in retrograde. I do feel that it is going to be fine for you to implement new things, okay, if you thought them through. And it's important for you to take the first 2 weeks, and for those who are like job hunting or something like that, you have a very good chance of landing something here. So really try to utilize this energy, okay? For those who are like in higher education, or who are awaiting like approval for a course, for a training opportunity, for like an internship or something like that, something that is knowledge related but also finance related. So any type of new training program or any type of schooling, additional schooling or something like that, you have a very good outcome here. And I feel that good news are coming your way very, very early on in May, okay? It might have happened like during the last week of April as well, but I do feel for May, you have good news, you have a very favorable outcome. So then spend the last, the first 2 weeks to solidify everything, to finalize everything, declutter. If you are moving, you really have to, try to pack and get rid of as much stuff that you don't need as possible. Travel as light as possible, because this might be a problem for a lot of you. I know that you travel a lot too, and you have many friends, okay? So then you have like trinkets and gifts here and there from different places that you travel to, or from different experiences or different points in your life. So you do hold on to a lot of trinkets. It's important for you to travel light, and just know that the experience is inside you. You don't really need those material things to be to remind you of that one experience, okay? So it is important, very important for you to declutter your life and give back, okay? So this is a card of service here, and I do feel that for this month, or for the past few months too, you might not have been able, you might not have the means, or you might not have like the expertise, or there's something lacking in which you're unable to help other people. The time to do it is this month, and it is going to bring you a lot of good luck in the process. It is going to allow you to network and allow you to get the recognition that you need. At the same time, for those of you who are decluttering your home, try to find people who might need whatever it is that you offer, okay? And then just offer it for free. Since you don't need it anyways, you're going to get rid of it. So just make sure that it goes to people who are worthy, or not, I wouldn't say worthy, people who are in need of whatever it is that you're willing to discard with, okay? So like, for example, if you're moving and you have a lot of like things that you want to get rid of, try to, if you absolutely need the money, then do a garage sale and then charge people. If you don't need the money and you want to get rid of things quickly, just, give it away. I feel that whatever you give out will return to you, and it'll be, like good karma. So yeah, try to do that. Unless you really need the money, then you can sell it. But if you don't, if you absolutely, need to get rid of all those possessions in a quick period of time, it would be to your benefit to just give it away for free, okay? So that's an aside. I hope that's helpful for somebody out there who's contemplating. But just based on my personal experience, if you just want to get rid of things, just leave it there, and then the right people will come along, and most of the time those are the people that are in need anyway, so they will come along to take whatever it is that you want off your hands, okay? So it's it would be like the most expedient process more than anything. So aside from that, okay, so for those of you who are in relationships, okay, in stable relationships, or who have somebody that you're kind of casually seeing, I do feel that a lot of you might be moving, so your relationships might suffer as a result. So you're trying to decide what you want to do, but a lot of you might be set on new paths, on forging on moving ahead without like further baggage from the past. So I don't feel that the relationship will last much longer in this situation. And at the same time, I feel the relationship itself, there might be like discrepancies in, value systems. There might be like a lot of lack of agreement in how you want to proceed. Okay, so one person might be wanting to keep things casual, the other person wants more of a commitment, and then you're at a stalemate. And I feel in general it is more trouble than it's worth for a lot of you Gemini, so you're going to like let it go. And I feel that it would be good for you. Like I said, the energy for decluttering, it's mainly for like getting rid of material things, but it is also getting rid of relationships that are kind of weighing you down, because you do want to travel light and you don't want to be stuck in a situation where you really can't move because of a mediocre relationship. It just doesn't make sense to put yourself in that situation, okay? So really assess what it is that you want. For those who are in very, very stable, established relationships, I wouldn't say, leave your partner and then try to do it on your own, because I do feel that for those who are in established, stable relationships who might have to move, and there might be like the other partner might not be willing to do it. So it is a period of compromise, but if they're worth it, then definitely don't leave them behind, okay? Just make sure you compromise. And I do feel, like I mentioned earlier, whatever you decide has a very good outcome. You have this card coming in, and it's basically external energy to help you. At the same time, it's like being towards the end of this month, you're going to be very level-headed, and you're going to be like very concise with your thinking, so that you come up with like a good plan that you want to implement, okay? So whatever it is, things will be okay, but just make sure that the partner is worth it, and just make sure that you see them in your life long term before you decide what you want to do. All right, for those who are single, I do feel that the energy itself is very like is very inner focused, okay? So you have like a lot of cards here that talks about manifestation, that talks about like a new stage in your life. So what I do feel is that you're going to, I don't see like busyness, but I do feel that love is kind of like on the back burner for you, for this month at least, because you have like a lot of recognition. You're getting a lot of attention. You're like held up on the pedestal, and people in your work environment especially, you're very well received on the work front as well on the love front, okay? So if you're like single and looking and things like that, I do feel in general that you're going to be very well received. For those who are in established relationships and who are like getting a lot of recognition from the people in your environment, make sure that you don't make sure that you shower love and affection on your significant other, because if you're dating like an earth sign, I feel that he or she might feel a little neglected, so it's important for you to like incorporate them into your success, okay? Because I feel that they were once very instrumental to your success, so make sure you give credit where it's due. And if you're like working alongside an earth sign who did a lot of the work in order to give you the success, or in order for the success to come about, make sure that you congratulate them as well, so that it doesn't cause, you know, like hostility in the future, okay? So make sure that it's just like giving credit where it's due. That's just, you know, the way we have to live. And in general, though, for those who are single, I do feel that the energy itself is very focused on like business and coming to terms with your own sense of empowerment. And this itself is like manifesting plans for yourself. So then I don't feel overall that love is going to be like a huge deal for you this month. You do have a lot of potential for like new relationships starting out. For those of you who are kind of like you have somebody in your midst, like within the past few months, like even from since January, there's somebody floating around in your midst, and I feel like it might be a fire sign. And this might be a month in which things are actually getting off the ground, okay? There have been delays in the past about forging ahead with this new relationship. So you might have had like somebody who's perpetually in the friend zone, and then all of a sudden this month things pick up. I do want you to be a little bit careful, because like the court cards are coming up in the reverse position, okay? So it is in the reverse. So I want you to be careful about a person, if they are not, who's like in your midst that you're thinking that maybe you can date and things like that. I just want you to be aware that if they have a proven history in which they don't really handle money very well, be careful about dating this person, because it is not going to, I don't feel it's going to work out. So that's one thing I want you all to be aware of, okay? And based on your financial history too, if you are encountering somebody who's very similar to you, like for example, if you don't manage money very well and you're encountering like your alter ego, I want you to be careful about that and really like not get involved in that situation. They say opposites attract, but sometimes we attract the same exact people like ourselves, and it's because, you know, there's something you're supposed to learn there. But I do feel that because this situation has been delayed in the past, and all of a sudden it's taking root when things are like looking up for you, I just want you to be careful, all right? So just, yeah, I hope that makes sense for you. But just be careful of people who are too similar to you, especially when they are like not able to handle their finances very well. You want to steer clear of those people, because you have a lot of opportunities for new things. So that person could potentially introduce like financial difficulties back into your life that you were trying really hard to get rid of, and now you're finally getting a hold of it and you're finally able to forge ahead. You don't want to get dragged back down, okay? So be careful about that energy, but that's all that I'm seeing that can potentially be negative in this spread, okay? I do feel that worries and financial worries, even like past disappointments, are definitely lifting, okay? So you're going to be fine this month. I also want you to be aware that it's important to identify who has been like very honest with you, and use that as a barometer, like a ruler, as to who you want to continue forward with for the rest of your life. And it's important for you to like identify who has been honest, who has always been there for you, who have like been through thick and thin with you, and then forge ahead with those people and leave the other ones behind. I know it sounds like a little harsh, but it's important for you to like incorporate good energies in your life if you want positive outcomes, okay? So having said that, I do feel this is going to be a turning point month for you, and I do hope that you take the advice and really try to reap this, I guess, like forge ahead with this new energy because it is very positive for you, okay? And it is going to come in the end of this month, but I do feel in general success is quickly coming. You're going to get good news, so don't worry about it too much. Whatever you decide to do, it has a good outcome, so don't stress out over it, okay? And one last thing for those of you who are somehow dealing with like an Aries, okay? I do feel like good things can come out of this situation. So if you're not seeing eye to eye on a lot of things, really try to fix that situation because this person means well, and this person is actually very instrumental in helping you in a lot of ways in your future, okay? So make sure you keep that in mind as well.